We got a deal. I bet you want to know what it is. Unbelievable. The shit you get me into, Chris. All right, everybody, pay attention. Get on your couch and get ready to watch this, because this is one of the craziest things I've ever done. And I had to go to the other side of the world to do it. And then we had to hold the film for a little while because of logistics and getting all the vehicles here. This is going to blow your mind. And then next week, as if I can't outdo myself, I am going to pull off something that will make you extremely excited to get a chance to come here to Dallas and party with me. And it's going to be pretty kick-ass. So, you know what? Sit back, relax, grab a cold beer. You're going to love this. What's up, man? I don't even, Richard, I don't have this. At some point, we're going to put this. What? Blazer about 450. Gas Monkey deals in cash. Yeah, is this thing right? Get you some of that. We are now at DFW Airport on our way to Ireland via Chicago, land in Dublin, and then get our ass on up to Belfast, where we're going to be checking out what?
5 Ferrari Testarossas.
Yes, five Ferrari Testarossas. That's like one for every finger, or maybe one for every friend I have. I don't have that many friends. We're going to Ireland. I've never been there, but I know people like to drink at that place, so this is my kind of place. A quick word from our sponsor. What's up, basketball fans? The NBA Finals are here, which means it's your last chance to get in on all the action, and I've teamed up with our boys over at DraftKings to give you an incredible offer that's going to make the end of the season even that much more thrilling. So let's get down to business. New customers with DraftKings, right now, you bet just $5 and you're going to get $200 in bonus bets. That's like turning a $5 into a 200er. So what are you going to do with 200 bonus bets? Well, I'll tell you what. DraftKings has same game parlays, which means you can do multiple bets in the same game and combine them into one bet that's going to give you a bigger payout. It's like taking your game to the next level. If mobile betting is not available in your state, DraftKings still has fantasy games all day long in almost every sport, so you can win cash prizes and take part in what's happening now. So what are you going to do? You're going to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. You're going to use our promo code GasMonkeyGarage, and you're going to be a new customer, and you're going to bet at least $5, and you're going to get $200 in bonus bets, just like that. I have made it as easy as I can, other than the winning shot. So get you some and get it now. Now, back to the video. So, John picked us up, and we're on our way to his business where the Ferraris are, and hopefully a lot of other cool stuff to look at. But we landed in Dublin because we planned this trip on such short notice that we couldn't get into Belfast the way we wanted to. So we've been on the road for about an hour, and I feel good. It's 5 o'clock in Dallas time. That's in the morning. It's 11 o'clock here, so let's go see some cars and have some fun. I'll wake up, I promise. Super cool. Nice ride. It's got 2 more doors than mine does.
It does.
Yeah, this is a beautiful place. What's happening, sir? You must be John Sr.
I am, and welcome to Northern Ireland, Richard.
Northern Ireland. I wouldn't know if it was Southern or Eastern or...
we don't care. We just call it all Ireland, so it doesn't matter to us.
Right on. Well, this is a lot crazier than I thought I was coming to. I had no idea, so tell me the scoop. You know, what do you guys do here?
So car sales and truck sales, third generation family business. So you can see from our jackets, we celebrated 50 years a couple of years ago. So grandfather started our business, father took over, and I'm going to try to ruin it after that.
See, I didn't have any idea. I thought y'all did more like recycling and classics and...
A bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
As you can see with some of the cars that we have a bit of a passion for nice cars, but we do a bit of everything.
But this stuff's like for sale too?
Yeah. Everything's for sale.
So you were telling me on the ride up though that like I guess your dad and the grandfather in particular, like did a lot of collectible stuff. Wasn't DeLorean up here?
Yeah, DeLorean was buried in Belfast, that's right.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to this, that they buried all those cars when he had to shut down?
I don't know, maybe have to go and check to see, are they still there?
I don't know if I
Get our
can.
metal detectors out?
Does the metal detector go off on aluminum?
Stainless.
Okay, those are stainless, aren't they? Yeah. So, super cool. I'm interested in looking at everything. I mean, we got a few pictures of the Ferraris, and I want to know the story of those once we see them. But anything else you have that you think we might want or collect or something cool?
Tempt you or something. There's always something around here. So
This is rad. Is that a Turbo S?
it is a Turbo S, yeah.
I had one of those for a while. That was the funnest freaking convertible I think I've ever owned. And,
Really good car.
this is one of those, what is this, a 400 or 4?
Yeah, it's 400i.
Yeah. I've always liked this car for some reason. I don't know why they're not more popular, because they're not worth hardly anything. But they're cool. They're just not fast.
Yeah.
I think one of these LS swapped.
Yeah.
Whoa! Put an LS9 in there with the
blower.
with the freaking supercharger. Oh man, that'd be fast. How much is a car like this over here?
You're gonna fall over.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall
I
over.
think Chris was quite shocked.
Because I sold a mint one of those. This is crazy. Because I sold a mint one of those to Australia, 5-speed, 1.5, 22 grand, and that was about 8 years ago. How much is this?
We're asking 90.
Wow.
So it's
They've gone
probably
through the roof.
Yeah.
Well, we need to start collecting them in the U.S. because nobody cares.
That's right.
Obviously, I don't think you have 4 or 5 Ferraris taken apart over here. Where are we going?
Okay. Let's go. I'll show you the.
This is a beautiful place, man.
Thank you.
I mean, my place is junky and crappy, and this is all nice. Look at
Here we
this.
go.
Testarossa heaven.
It is.
Are those real bullet holes?
They are.
I would have loved to have been the one that got to shoot a Ferrari.
That's something you don't see every day.
Okay, so you gave us a little bit of the scoop, but tell me from the start what's up with these cars, because I think there's 5 of them and one's complete. We'll go look at that, but these cars look like they're on casters and dollies, and what was the deal with them?
So they're used in the movie Infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah. So basically, they used the cars to make a high-speed chase at the start of the movie. And this car, for instance, was converted to go backwards. So if you look inside, they made a little makeshift sort of column to hold the steering wheel, driving backwards.
Was the movie like really popular? Did it do real good?
Yeah, it only came out, I think, around, it was a delay because of COVID on the movie being released. So it only came out, I think, about maybe a year, 18 months ago. Some pretty big names in it. Mark Wahlberg's one of the...
Mark Wahlberg's?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
So are all of them the same year?
No, they vary. I think they run from like 87, 88, and the American car in the showroom was 1990.
Okay.
So they're all very similar.
So these cars they were heavily modified, because I mean, I'm seeing a lot of welding and a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, that's probably the only one, I think, because of driving backwards, that they made that framework to hold the steering column and wheel and stuff.
Well, what were they driving? How was it driving? It doesn't have a motor.
So what they did was they built a 5 or 6 liter V8 motor on a frame that was able to just go into each car, and they had it geared to do different speeds. So one of the motors, one of the gearboxes, was doing 60 miles per hour top speed. This one was like 5 reverse gears type thing, 1 forward for doing the backward scene. So some pretty cool stuff. You know, it's amazing what they do just to get a scene.
I've got a friend of mine that builds a lot of that kind of stuff for stunt cars and what have you, but I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. Did they take their time? Because it looks like this could bolt in and bolt out. Did they take their time and try not to destroy the cars, or they didn't care?
No, they took the time. And actually, the engines, I saw the engines and the frame that they made so they could go in and out of each car, and it was really well done. The welding work on the frames and stuff just looked really, really good.
How did they get away with filming with different color interiors? Were they all supposed to be the same car? No.
Yeah. So they were. This car we trimmed the leather in these, but some of the cars that had, I think there was 2 cars that had cream inside, and they just spray painted the seats.
This car looks fairly intact.
Yeah, and this is all new leather and stuff on these as well, new carpets and things.
Y'all did that work, or?
Yeah.
Jeez, this one's wrinkled on top.
That one had the hardest time.
But you believe that the work that they did was careful enough to put the cars back together?
Yeah, and you can see all the framework and stuff.
This one's molten. You think that cleans it? Oh, I guess it does.
Yes. Yeah, that'll just block off.
So these ones, even the drive shafts are still So the frame that these guys had made, basically this removes, and their one just slots in.
Gotcha. This removes
Ah,
from there and there.
yep. It just bolts in here at the front and the sides, and then just comes. I assume this panel comes off, and you just take everything, either goes down or just comes straight out the back.
Do you have that frame?
Yeah. So this is the frame for this one. So the engine just sits right on top of this.
Well, that's for the stock frame, or the stock motor, right?
Exactly.
Do you have the one for the stunt motor?
No. So it was actually the engine that they used. I think they only had one engine and maybe a different transmission. And it was built into this lovely, nice frame that they made, exact replica of this. So they just unbolted
between
it,
each car.
put it straight in. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's really pretty cool. It'd be really cool to drive this one like it is. I had an idea a while back, just before COVID. I wanted all my friends to have to buy their own 308s.
Okay.
And then we all had to grow the mustache and wear the Hawaiian shirts like Magnum PI.
yeah.
And I wanted to play bumper cars in my parking lot.
Right.
And the only rule would be you couldn't hit anybody in the back, you know, where the motor is.
Okay.
And the winner gets all the cars.
Right.
Whoever's last man standing. But my friends, they wouldn't do it.
I think it's going to turn nasty real quick. I'd want all the cars.
So where are all the parts?
So we've got those in another building just up here.
Let's take a look at that. See, I brought this beautiful Texas weather with me, no rain.
Yeah. It hasn't stopped. So thankfully
I thought it rained in Ireland like every day.
It does more or less, yeah.
You got a lot of expensive cars here.
Yeah, there's some nice things here.
You know, in Dallas, it would seem a very weird business to go from like very expensive, nice luxury cars to trucks and vans and what have you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We do try to do a little bit of everything.
Unbelievable. Do we know anything about like the cars when they bought them? Did they care? Did they drive? Or did they just
these cars were all
buy?
complete cars, everything all perfect, and the guys just took them apart. I guess that they thought the Testarossa engines would be harder to drive for the high-speed chases, and the transmissions and things, so they sort of custom-made stuff to make it easier for them when they were filming.
Yeah, I get it. It's called making movies. It's called wasting money. Yeah, this is a good example of that. Wow.
So this is one of the other frames that we were talking about. So the one that they made was basically a replica of this with their own motor in it. And they were able just obviously to take it out pretty quickly.
Did it have its own wheel and setup and everything, or did they bolt to those shafts?
I'm not sure. I assume that they did, because the shafts are still in it. Like the drive shafts you're talking about? Yeah, they're still in the other car, so I'd imagine everything matched up with the original stuff.
That's a hell of a lot of machinery.
That is a lot of work to do that.
Golly. I don't even know where to start. I know you guys sent us some pictures of everything kind of laid out, but it looks like, I mean, these are handmade crates and stuff, so it looks like they were trying to say, you know, let's do the movie and put them back together. And
Yeah, no, they really looked down. Everything was all numbered and everything was looked after properly. So each one of these has obviously got all the interior parts. The larger boxes have got the interior parts as well.
So you got everything that sits in the crate. Yeah.
gas tanks. It would be pretty cool to set up like a challenge. You think you're Ferrari guys? You think you're Testarossa guys? Come on in. Whoever finishes first is a winner. That'd be pretty good. It's just more interior stuff, right?
Yeah, it's all more interior.
Yeah, I get it.
Interior, the later stuff.
Is there an interior box for each car and an engine box for each car, I guess?
There was, so I think when we took all the stuff out to sort of go through it and sort, we tried to put it back to where it should be, so it was relevant to each car. So it should be. It should
So
be.
this
Those
is-
4 crates should have all. So we've got 4 engines and then 4 crates of all the interior parts.
And then this one's extra, or it's off one of the cars?
It's off on the.
It's on the one that's on the dollies. I saw that.
That's it,
Yeah.
That's that one. That's that one.
That's the one that went in reverse, was it?
Yeah.
The one in Dulwich.
Wow. Well, it makes it a little bit easy for shipping. But I mean, how would you go about trying to put these things together?
I think the car is complete. That's the instruction manual. So we'd been asked quite a few times to sell that car, but we held on to it in case we were going to use that
Point
for
of reference.
Point of reference.
Yeah, we had
So
to
it's
do
gotta
that
be-
when we built the F40 Ferrari. We had to borrow a couple of F40s to look at it. Of course. Because the F40s were all hand built and they were slightly different. Yeah. You know?
These were slightly different, being slightly different years as well, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's going to make it so much easier if you have a car
Yeah.
that you can work off. Yeah. That'll make it pretty easy.
It's pretty freaking crazy, yeah. You know, for Ferrari torn apart, we got to go look at the one that's all together now. Because I got to put my thinking hat on. I might have to have a beer to do that, but let's go check out the good one. Where's it?
Let's go. We'll go back down. We'll go back to the showroom.
All right, so this one is the big one.
That looks more complete.
It does. Yeah.
I like that.
This one runs, starts, drives.
Wait a second. Run, starts, drives. How about, is it like roadworthy, ready to go party?
More or less, yeah.
Wait a second. We're talking, could you sell this car right now off your showroom floor?
Yeah.
Without having to service it or whatever? Do you have any service records or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we have all that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
But that's ready to hit the road if you want it.
Man, this is clean.
There's a few extra bolts laying around.
They're just some spares, I think.
Yeah, okay. It's like at my shop. Did this car come in the package?
It did, yeah.
Okay.
When was the last time this car was driven?
About 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. fair
Yeah, I
enough.
took it out for a quick drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this one drives well. So this was what we were told was called the hero car that they used for some of the close-ups and things.
Yeah, but they did some operating on this too, because
Yeah,
there's some stuff
supposedly
missing.
they removed the doors so that when you're going in with cameras and things, you can get them in pretty close that the door doesn't get in the way.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, I've done that when I did some Dodge commercials.
yeah,
This car, when we spoke on the phone, isn't this the California car?
it is.
So this was a US spec car.
It's a US car we have the US title.
So we
thing.
may be able to find those records pretty easy enough anyway.
Okay.
That should be for you guys. Should be probably the easiest because it is a US car. Where a European car can be not so much.
Well, we haven't spoke about price yet, so everything's really difficult.
Okay.
I know, right? I mean, this would be one of the bigger deals I've done, but then also one of the long. I don't think I've ever got an imported car. One time, I bought a Shelby out of Denmark, but I used to own the car, so I knew it. I didn't have a problem. I don't know, Chris. Let's go do some addition. See what we can come up with.
All right.
Because you're the one that knows this side of the pond. I don't.
All right, can you give us a few minutes, bro?
Yes, no problem.
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, I thought enough to get on the plane and get here, but that one car's pretty freaking rough. Then the other two aren't a whole lot better, but at least, when you start getting into the dents on the hood and the top and everything else, I don't know.
I think the one car that's bad is too bad, cost prohibitive to bring back. I don't know, maybe you do one of your wall art gigs with it, I don't know, but there's one in there, the one you looked at that was most complete. That one I think once taken care of, putting back together, I think that brings it out of the deal. I think it's good yield on that.
What's a beat up Testarossa worth in the States? 70 grand, 80 grand?
Yeah, I guess so, but everyone's like put money into them now, and they're nice cars because the values went up. I mean, you can't really find a beat up one anymore.
I know, but that car, what's supposed to be the nice one that's in there, it's had some mods. It's a run-in driving car because it was the hero car, but I've bought a lot of movie cars,
Yeah.
and that's a movie car.
Agreed.
So that's going to need some sorting. So what kind of number you put on? I mean, 95, 100, maybe.
I think it's about 10. It's a nice car.
Yeah, it's going to cost money to get it there. It's got to get sorted out. We don't know when the last belt services were or anything else like that. And if he has no books or anything on that one, we might be able to get the records into Dallas. But
Well, before we make a decision, I can make a couple of phone calls, see if any of the usual suspects can help us.
what about taxes? Do I got to pay import, export? How does that work?
You won't have to pay it on the California car because that was already in the States, so they can figure that out. But the other ones, they're either Italian or like Italian market cars. I think there's one French and then there's a right-hand drive UK car. So we need to figure out if we want to bring them all back or we want to parcel some off here and just figure that out, just to make sure we're not paying extra than what we need to on taxes. There's several different ways of doing this. We just got to figure it out.
Well, I think they need to be bought for everything, because you're going to have 20 in miscellaneous getting them over there.
You'll have 20 in there getting them over there, definitely. But the good news is you can get everything in 2 40-foot containers. So it's only 2, but the good thing is that these guys will help pack and get everything to us.
Well, they obviously know what they're doing.
It speaks for itself. I don't know. Do you think we should have a beer? That usually helps.
I don't even know how to add this kind of stuff. The shit you get me into, Chris.
Sorry, man. Seems like a good one.
We got here, we saw the cars, we got some beer, and I don't even know how to get comfortable on this.
Give me a cradle, you?
I'm gonna have to sit out here on the edge.
Neither.
Now we're gonna talk money.
Yeah.
So where do you think we need to be numbers-wise? US or
No, pounds.
pounds?
Pounds, sterling, yeah.
I don't think I'm where you're at. I might be closer to, but I've got to get some answers from shipping to Nova things to taxes to, because I've never done anything like this personally. But you promised to show us a good time to show us around Belfast and Dublin and stuff, right?
Of course.
Well, we got 36 hours away, so let's have some fun, see some stuff, drink some Guinness. Maybe I'll run into Conor McGregor, and we'll just have some fun while we're waiting on some answers.
Perfect.
Kick ass, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. I'm gonna lean back down and enjoy this beer. It's only 7 a.m. in Dallas.
Mentioned how much the value of them being in a famous movie with Mark Wahlberg. I mean, that's got to justify something as well. So
Take you to a Wahlburgers. You can eat one of his sandwiches. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for the hospitality so far.
Thank you.
Hopefully I don't piss you off before the 2 days is up. Huh?
What'd you get to eat?
Okay, so we got the bang bang pak pak chicken. I don't know what that means, but they said it's like their #1 lunch menu item, and it's like some kind of chicken nuggets with some pak pak sauce and some sesame seeds, and then you're supposed to, well, pretty tasty, and you're supposed to take it fried, and you put some malt vinegar on it. I don't know what that means. And you dip it into that. Not bad. Did I do it right?
Fucking perfect, man, whatever.
Do you do the malt vinegar and the mayonnaise?
No, you do salt and vinegar. You do have salt, a ton of salt on there.
Well, there's salt on them. I can taste
There
it.
is? Okay, right, well then you need to lather that, like fucking pour it all over there.
But then do you do the mayonnaise too?
Can if you want. I like it with mayonnaise.
Oh, that's sour.
Is that sour? Get some of that sweet fuck sauce and like even it out.
Oh, I like the sweet fuck. So we finished our bang bang chicken fuck fuck, and it was actually very, very good. You know, considering we're in Ireland eating Chinese food. But other than that, everything's great.
All right, Mr. Rawlings.
So that's it. Yes, sir.
Sir, I just want to take this opportunity to hand you this beer so I could officially be a beer assistant.
You are now a beer assistant, sir.
Happy
Thank you
days.
very
My
much.
pleasure. Enjoy that, gentlemen.
Thanks.
All the best. Take care.
Thank you.
Cheerio.
I love it. Good. Boom. Got my hotel key. I'm a little worn out. It's a good day. Still trying to put the deal together. We got to see a lot of Belfast and have some fun, and most notably some, I don't know what kind of beer that was, but we'll find out tomorrow, won't we?
Figure it out.
Cool.
Oh, I gotta sleep. Come on.
Yeah, you're not going to sleep. You're going to go party. I'm the only responsible one here. Top of the morning. So did you find any leprechauns when you were out last night?
I did not, but we're still looking and hopeful.
Well, we're on our way from Belfast to Dublin today. We're going to hang out, maybe do some driving, but first we got to do some radio show.
Yeah, we're on the Dermot and Dave show.
Dermot and Dave. Uh-huh. Sounds badass. So, bye Belfast! Woo! Good to see you. Hey, man. Good to see you again.
How are you?
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
How are you?
Good to see you, man.
You too.
So we're here at the radio station. Our boy Brian from FHO's here, and we're gonna go see Dylan McDermott.
Dermot and Dave.
Oh man, I thought we were seeing like that star Dylan McDermott.
We got it.
Dermot and Dave, okay.
Close enough.
We're running a couple minutes late. Get on in here, millennial with a camera.
I think I had this way, fit for it.
Today FM, yeah?
Today FM? Yeah.
So it's on air. It's going down.
Mr. Richard Rawlings.
What's up, man?
Dave.
Dave,
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Hey Richard, Dermot.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Come on.
With over 111 million views on YouTube, over 11 million followers across social media, it's safe to say Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey Garage knows a thing or two about cars. He's in Ireland for a very cool reason as well. He's in studio with us now. Richard, how are you?
We got the radio show done. Now we're fixing to book out. We've got quite a few cool things that's going on this afternoon, and hopefully McGregor heard my plea to go party with him, and let's get it on. So I guess I did a couple of faux pas. One, I mentioned beer, and you're not allowed. Check this out. In Ireland, you're not allowed to talk about beer or stuff on the radio until 9 p.m. We're in Ireland. There's a bar that we're fixing to walk into. It's open. Okay.
And what was the other thing you did?
Oh yeah, the other thing I said something about these fuckers, and oh, I'm not really good at live radio.
Let's try and figure it out. Organize that over there.
What's up, everybody? It's the end of the day, and it's been a long one. We've been all over the place. I got to tell you, the one thing about Dublin I've learned so far is traffic. It just took us like 37 minutes to get 1.1 miles to the hotel from wherever we were before that. So I figured the best way to play this off is not to try to do business tonight. We're all tired. We want to go out, have a few cocktails and a proper food, and then maybe super hungover in the morning, go in for the kill. Oh, hey dear. Top of the morning to you. From Ireland. So at the end of the day, we got here. We've been here about 36 hours. It's been pretty cool. Our host has taken really good care of us as far as showing us around, and we saw Belfast, saw Ireland. Well, I guess that isn't Belfast. That's Northern Ireland. Then we've seen the Southern Ireland, which is actually Ireland. And some people do kilometers, some people do miles per hour, some people deal with the Great British Pound, and some people deal with, what do they deal with up there, Chris?
I think it's the euro.
The euro, yeah. The euro. So I've just been chilling in my presidential suite. I don't get this very often. I don't know why they bought it for us, but what the hell. And we're gonna go down and try to finish this deal. I don't know that we're gonna be able to get it done. I think we're about $50,000 or $60,000 apart, but I'm gonna give it a good shot. And well, yay Ireland. Yeah, you see yesterday 117. We got a deal. I bet you want to know what it is. I don't know.
It doesn't have weight.
I'm like,
He's got the weight off the car.
we should have really thought this through a little better.